It is day 1095 since the coronavirus was unleashed into the world, and since the new zombies have started appearing. The virals are starting to grow and mutate into something of pure nightmares, and the volatiles are evolving into something worse. It's a ferocious creature straight from the pits of hell. The Volatile Tyrant is what I've dubbed it. Get it? Like Tyrant, like Resident Evil, like the Resident Evil video that I released? Guys, please watch it. I'm observing one as I write this, but luckily it hasn't spotted me. Maybe by watching it, I'll gain a better understanding of how to survive a scuffle with one of these.
Where is Volatile Tyrant? Here we are. This was me. This was all me. Aha! Yo, what's good? Ooh, that's one sexy article right there, yeah? I did that. Ooh. The things I would do, the amount of my friends I would sacrifice. This fine-looking amulet for some of that Volussy. Hi, my name is James. I'm the world's leading expert on volatile biology in Dying Light 2. You like my Mac Tonight beanie, yeah? Can I get a little bit of a vaporwave, yeah? Yeah, you guys like vaporwave? No? Fuck you. Where was I? Oh yes, Dying Light. So recently I've been very into Dying Light. I think that the world is extremely fun. I prefer Dying Light 2 over 1. I just like the more post-apocalyptic feel of Dying Light 2 than just the area of Haran in 1. And one of my favorite parts about Dying Light was your first night in Haran. When night fell and everyone was talking about, oh, don't get caught in the city at night. I'm like, well, what the fuck is in the city at night? More zombies? Okay, yeah. It's like Minecraft. I can deal with that. And then they showed one of the most horrifying things that I've ever seen in a zombie media fucking ever. The Volatile.
Get back here and be careful. The nightmares are awake. Don't let them see you.
Oh, shit. They must have heard me.
I thought, and I still think, the Volatile is probably one of the best zombie concepts I've ever seen. They are just so, I mean, just look at it. You just gotta look at it once and understand where I'm coming from. Even trying to fight them or run from them in Dying Light 2, a game that I feel like I'm pretty good at, it still just freaks me out. Because the thing about the Volatiles is when you're in a chase, you know they're behind you, but you can't look back. It literally describes volatiles in the playing cards in-game as apex predators of the infected. Do not fuck with volatiles. You cannot outrun these things. They are faster than the player at any given moment. Even in Dying Light the Following, when you have access to a dune buggy that can reach top speeds of 70 miles an hour, the volatiles are still easily able to outrun you. Now here is where I come to the point of all this bullshit. So, I was on the wiki once for the Volatile in Dying Light, because I like reading about the games that I play. I read the entire Nier fucking Wikipedia when I played Nier Automata for the first time. Shut the hell up. And there was an entire section under the Volatile Wikipedia page that was just blank. And that section was the Volatile Tyrant. now is the part where I pull up some Volatile Tyrant Tussie. Ugh. ABCD, Dying Light 2. Is this one of the videos? I think it is. It is. Alright. So, sometimes when you're in Villador, you can encounter something called the Volatile Tyrant, and it is basically just a volatile, but bigger, stronger, faster, and 1,000 times more terrifying because of the word tyrant in it. I wanted to know how you can find and fight these things, but guess what? They didn't have enough information on the wiki for me to know. And so I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I was just like, I'm just gonna figure it out myself. And that's exactly what I did. I booted up Dying Light 2. It took me maybe 2 actual days in order to finally find one. But I finally got one of those encounter things that shows up whenever you're near like special infected survivors or a volatile. And I was running towards one because at that moment I had like killed 4 volatiles in a volatile nest, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty confident in my abilities now. Let me have them. I run up to it, and it's a Volatile Tyrant. And I freak out because it's my first time ever fighting a Volatile Tyrant. So I hop myself on every single booster that I have, and I'll just play the clip of the aftermath.
I did it. You motherfucker. I did it.
Yeah, so that was my first time killing a Volatile Tyrant, and I've killed a lot of Volatile Tyrants since then. Sorry if I mumble over my words. Kind of speaking a bit quickly. I was able to compile enough information to put on a Google Doc, copy all of that, and put it onto the Wikipedia page. And I'll pull up the wiki page now, and I will tell you what I wrote down. The Volatile Tyrant is a special variant of Tyrant found mainly in the central loop of Villador. So that's a lie. It took me a little bit to realize that not only can you find them mostly in the central loop, but you can also find them in volatile hives in GRE buildings, and you can also find them scattered throughout Old Villador. So only in the central loop is a little bit of a lie, but it's not completely wrong. So yeah, I also, afterwards, I did put they can also be encountered in Old Villador as well, but mostly confined to the volatile gestation period. What I meant by volatile gestation stage is when they're stuck in like their, I want to say, cocoons. Their bodies and sores glow a deep red, which differentiates them from normal volatiles. Tyrants can be encountered in any encounter while in downtown Villador and can be avoided with ease. However, engaging one will yield high-tier loot associated with volatiles. So they do have unique infected trophies as with usual volatiles, and then they also have artifact-level weapons that you can get. While still employing many of the same tactics as normal volatiles, Volatile Tyrants are much more powerful in addition to their enhanced speed. That's something I had to learn the hard way. But they are a lot more powerful than the normal volatile. I can attest to that. It was painful. While engaging a Tyrant, it is best to keep an area constantly lit by UV lights. I actually learned that's not a good idea, because I wrote at the bottom, Volatile Tyrants are the only volatile types that can survive in direct sunlight. UV light does jack shit against them. Unlike with normal volatiles, where throwing down a UV bar will completely negate any attack that they will throw at you.
Alright, so I'm here to share quite a peculiar phenomenon that I've discovered while playing Dying Light 2. So, as you can see here, there's a volatile encounter. It's a Volatile Tyrant. I just finished a main questline involving Milan, and I noticed that there was an encounter nearby. I thought, hey, since I'm apparently the leading expert on Volatile Tyrant biology, I thought, why not go and fight it? Well, it is broad daylight, and this thing is still alive. Something I do not understand. Bastard. Come on. Oh, shit. Oh. Tried. Asswad. Oh, shit. Ah, shit.
Tyrants can pounce on the player even if the light is present. Yes. Same with usual Volatiles. Volatile Tyrants can be seen in Old Vildor in GRE quarantine buildings. Yes, I was correct on that. If you return to a GRE building after you've already looted all the inhibitors, and you get to the bottom floor, there will be a volatile hive occasionally, and there will be a volatile tyrant in its stages of growing. While they can be encountered, they will remain in a vegetative state, still developing into a volatile, and will most likely be guarded by 2 to 3 base volatiles. I learned that it's actually 3 to 4. If Harper's bounties are difficult. These encounters are bountiful, but preparation and a strategy is required to survive an encounter. I don't have either. Recommended items to use in a scuffle with a tyrant include muscle boosters, endurance boosters, the highest level UV bars the player has access to, military medkits, and boomsticks. Muscle boosters. Definitely use those. Endurance boosters. Use those. Highest level UV bars. They won't do much, but if it makes you feel better, use them. Military medkits. Fucking use them if you have them. I used to have 40. 40! I have none from trying to fight volatile tyrants. I am better now, because I learned how to dodge a lot of their attacks, but they're some hard motherfuckers if you don't know how to fight them. Boomsticks. I have not used a single boomstick on a volatile tyrant. They don't work. Ooh, mama. So, just to pad out this video a little more, I'm gonna play my first reaction to ever fighting a volatile, and then, yeah. So, because of the amount of time that I spent trying to hunt down volatile tyrants, learn how they work, and then just, you know, writing up that Wikipedia page, I now consider myself an expert on volatiles in Dying Light 2. I realize this is mostly a useless video. I just wanted to brag a little bit, and also that short little opening skit was fun to make. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna continue doing whatever. Oh yeah, this just came out today. It's the little BD1 from Fallen Order. I bought it. I made it. It's cool. That has no relevance to the video, by the way. It's fucking precious, and I love them. But yeah, that's all. I'm gonna go back to playing Project Zomboid now. Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. I love you all. I would kiss you all right now. The biggest, wettest, sloppiest kiss you've ever seen.